Pakistan has a pretty strong military, even though India is a big country, 4 times bigger than Pakistan, but its military is 2 times bigger than Pakistan's. So I don't want to compare the militaries between here because I'm not like a warmonger or I like wars. I hate wars and I don't want that these two countries should be fighting. But at the same time, don't investigate it yourself. Just bring international investigators. India did not bring any investigators, and also like 4 people that India accuses that they were the 4 terrorists who actually murdered innocent people, they are still at large. The Bangladeshi position is very, very important. Bangladesh is very in a strong position, even though I think Bangladesh's relations with India itself is a bit tricky right now. There is a lot of discomfort in India since the exit of Sheikh Hasina. Thank you, Abu, and assalamu alaikum to your viewers and all your panelists. Uh, yes, so it happened like the Indian Defense Ministry announced a little over 4 hours ago, that they have struck targets in Pakistan, what they claim are terrorist sanctuaries or targets that they consider terrorism centers, and later on, like after I think about 2.5 hours or 3 hours, the Pakistan military spokesman came on television to announce that yes, we have been attacked. They have struck 9 places. All of them, or majority of them rather, are mosques which were targeted. And most of the deaths which happened were in Bawalpur. 5 people died there. And because that area where the mosque was located, which was targeted, it's in a neighborhood, like it's a civilian neighborhood where people live, like mohallas we have in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, everywhere. So it's a pretty congested area, and that's where people lost their lives. Uh, and Similarly, they attacked one target in Muridki. I think they struck five, like there were 5 reported impacts, whether they were bombs or missiles, that's yet to be determined. Similarly, at least 5 impacts were recorded in Bawalpur. 4 were recorded in Muzaffarabad in Azad Kashmir, and same was the case in Kotli. There was an attack in Sialkot as well, which is not part of Azad Kashmir. But that whatever bomb they used, that was a dud bomb, like it did not explode. And one exploded and it slightly damaged a dispensary, garment dispensary. So overall, according to the government, 8 people have died in this attack, which came about 2 weeks after the Pahalgam terrorist attacks, where 26 innocent people were killed. So, and then we know the story, what was happening. India accused Pakistan 10 minutes after that attacks happened. Like India so far has not produced a single attacker, a single. They have not arrested or they have not brought anyone to justice, those who used the bullets to kill innocent people. But India did use heavy bombs and missiles to attack a country without giving even a shred of evidence. International community asked, Pakistan not only asked for evidence, rather Pakistan offered that, okay, if you feel that we or our people are involved, let's go for an international investigation. We don't want to trust India. Bring like China, bring US, bring Russia, any independent players who can come and investigate it and then find out who is responsible. And then let's talk. But what India did was they first canceled put in abeyance the Indus Water Treaty, and then they cut off water supply to Pakistan. 2 rivers are India's target right now, River Jhelum and River Chenab. Water in River Chenab has been reduced to very, very little. Like 3 days ago, the inflow from India was about 36,000 cusecs. And yesterday, it had come down to 4,300 cusecs, which means that they have closed the Baglihar Dam and Salal Dam. These are the 2 dams which India has built. They are run of the river dams, which means that They cannot store water, but they can produce hydroelectricity. And that's what they were meant for. But now India has announced that it's going to raise the dam height to make them storage dams and cut off the water. On the other hand, Pakistan, when this attack happened, Pakistan responded according to Pakistani government. They say that they have destroyed an Indian brigade headquarters in Kashmir, and they also attacked Indian positions along the line of control. Similarly, the Pakistani government has so far claimed, because we haven't seen it, so we cannot say that it has happened, but I think that that's what the government is saying, and that's what the international media, including Bloomberg and Independent, are reporting, that Pakistan has downed 5 to 6 Indian jet fighters, including one drone. So Pakistan has responded, and Pakistan had promised that if India attacked without evidence, Pakistan will go beyond the regular response. And Pakistan has said that their response is not over. More is coming. What will come? We don't know. We don't know where it will go, because what India did, and I think it was a mistake, it was a big strategic mistake, because first, before India did not attack, so the escalation ladder was in India's hand. But today, after this attack, India has given the escalation ladder to Pakistan. Now it's up to Pakistan how hard it want to hit India, because Pakistan also has the same weapons that India has. Pakistan has a pretty strong military, even though India is a big country, 4 times bigger than Pakistan, but its military is 2 times bigger than Pakistan's. So I don't want to compare the militaries between here, because I'm not like a warmonger, or I like wars. I hate wars, and I don't want that these two countries should be fighting. But at the same time, if a country's sovereignty is, violated, if international law is broken, then that country which has been facing the aggression, unwarranted aggression, has every right to hit hard and hard and hard, because that's the only choice. Otherwise, what other choice you have? The international Pakistan called the UN Security Council. Yesterday, there was a closed door session where Pakistan briefed the UN members. Before that, Pakistani government officials have been speaking to different world leaders. The message has been simple and straightforward. We don't want war. We want peace. We want an investigation. Don't investigate it yourself. Just bring international investigators. India did not bring any investigators. And also, like 4 people that India accuses that they were the 4 terrorists who actually murdered innocent people, they are still at large. And the Indian military, the huge war machine, which is taking pride in attacking a country for no reason, has not even been able to find them. And guess what? Since April 22nd until now, Indian government and Indian media says, not Indian government, Indian media says that these terrorists have been spotted in Baramulla area of Indian occupied Kashmir 4 times. Even on April 28th, according to Indian media, these terrorists engaged with the Indian military, and then they said they just vanished. So what kind of human beings they are, who are just vanishing out of nowhere, and an entire military, a war machine. Remember that Kashmir is the most militarized region in the world, not in Asia, the most militarized region in the world. How is it possible that more than 14 days down the road, you are attacking another country without even bringing a single guy to the justice who was involved? So what does it show? It shows what? It shows jingoism. It shows hard power, and hard power has to be responded. And
Okay,
I think
so
that's what Pakistan is doing.
okay, so as you know, the India is a regional power. They have a big war machine and the very powerful military compared to any other country in that region. How you, because you are a very veteran journalist, you know in and out of Pakistan and the culture of Pakistani army and the politics of Pakistan. What could be the worst and highest response of Pakistan in that regards?
First of all, I feel that Pakistan should not go like Pakistan should not take the this response very high. Like don't take it to a full blown war, because I don't think that that will solve any problem. But at the same time, Pakistan cannot show its weakness, no matter how strong Indian military is. Remember that India people talk about Indian Navy. Just to give you a comparison, Abu, Pakistan's shoreline is like Pakistani Navy has to defend a shoreline which is about 1100 kilometers, a little over 1100 kilometers long. Indian Navy has to defend 7,000 kilometer long shoreline. And that includes countries where it is not very friendly with, like China. And it cannot deploy everything towards Pakistan. Similarly, when India bought these Rafale, which have become like something, I don't know what kind of monster it is, because 26 or 36 Rafales cannot bring down a country, plain and simple. And then what they have done is they deployed half of their Rafales in near Calcutta, in West Bengal, because close to China, because they are defending the chicken neck where you are sitting, and where Bangladesh is sitting. And then the rest of them are in Ambala, in Punjab, in Indian Punjab. Why? Why they can't bring all these Rafales here? Because this is their strategic compulsion. So if they have double the size of Pakistani military, they have other compulsions as well, which means that they have to strategize their deployments in a way that they cannot bring their entire army and their entire military assets to Pakistani border. Whereas in case of Pakistan's military, if you look at it, the way they have developed it over the years, it is very much India centric. And because of that, they are probably in many ways pretty ready. I don't want to say that India is a very, very strong military, no doubt about it. But then remember that there is a nuclear threshold as well. India, according to international organizations, has 172 nuclear warheads. Pakistan, according to international organizations, has 170 nuclear warheads. How can any general, no matter whether he's sitting in Pakistan or in India, can even think of taking this war to a threshold which can cross the nuclear threshold? Or no sane person can even think of that. So that's why I'm saying that first, Pakistan should be very careful and calibrated in its response, because yes, India attacked, Pakistan should respond, but proportionately. Don't go disproportionately. Second, all issues have to be resolved diplomatically.
Thank you so much.
Whether
Thank
India
you.
likes it or not, India will have to sit and talk, and only through that a resolution will come. Militarily, India cannot achieve anything. Militarily, Pakistan cannot achieve anything.
Thank you so much.
Militarily, even superpowers have not been able to achieve anything.
Thank you. Thanks, Hassan Bhai and Dr. Nirja Saqib. Ibrahim Siddiqui, any question to Mr. Jehangir Khattak, who is very, very senior journalist,
Yeah, yeah.
live in
So,
New
Mr.
York.
Jangir, our heart goes. We know when a country is attacked as a citizen, as a true son of the soil, how you feel. My question is, in this point, in my experience, I'm a journalist too, but not like expertise like you. Who can stop this war? If I just say, hey, stop war, India and Pakistan. Well, I think it is the big power, the United States, the big power, the Russia. They should come out in this point. So, as a U.S. citizen, I appeal to my country. Donald Trump, our president, our administration. Hey, step forward. Don't let people die. Find out a solution. And this should be our appeal. What do you think?
100%. I agree with you, Ibrahim, and I appreciate your question as well. Look, the thing is that international community is looking at everything. International community is concerned, I am sure. Nobody is clapping over this duel that's going on, because it's very dangerous for one-fifth of the humanity. Like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, if you combine all these countries, their combined population, so it's more than one-fifth of humanity that lives on this world planet Earth that we call our home. So if and it's a nuclear flashpoint as well. So if anything goes wrong, certainly nobody will survive, whether in India or in Pakistan or anywhere for that matter. And the world will not escape the consequences. And that's why I think international community will come forward. The last time in 2019 as well, if you remember, at that time, India attacked Pakistan Pakistan responded. Pakistan downed India's two jets. Pakistan arrested one of their pilots, and then Pakistan released him and gave him back with full respect. So here again, the aggressor was India.
Thank you so
And
much.
in
Thank you.
this case,
I think Hassan Bhai has a question. Hassan Bhai, any question?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Khattak. Interesting position. On the Pakistani offer for international mediation or investigation, if you look at history, the 2016-11 208 Mumbai attack, Pakistan made a similar offer, and the result basically was the downfall of your Nawaz Sharif government because of the military intervention. Only 2 days ago, the New York Times wrote a story about your army chief and his inflammatory speech where he claimed India, Hindus and Muslims are separate and Kashmir is Pakistan jugular vein. So the ground was already prepared by your military chief for an attack. On top of that, military has become extremely unpopular, as you know, because the most popular man in Pakistan is sitting in jail because of the military. On top of that, the military has recently been given 1 million acres of land, arable land, and they plan to build 3 canals taking water from the regular rivers, as a result of which they become extremely popular. In the past, we know that military has always used the India card to prop up its own image inside the country. Could we conclude that similar thing is happening right now without resorting to hyperbole, please?
and I really appreciate it. And let me answer it by this. By not allowing international investigation to find out the culprits of Pahalgam terrorist attack, India has helped Pakistani generals, I think. Why? Because you know that in a war, who is the most popular man? The man who is defending you, whether you like it or not. He is the man who has all the assets. So, who is the major beneficiary out of this entire crisis? What if, what if India had investigated it, and if it was found that the culprits were indeed in Pakistan, so who would investigate that? So that would have exposed those elements, whether they are part of Pakistan state or they are not part of Pakistan states. Those would have been exposed, and that would have, like, I think, weakened the role of the military. So I totally agree with you with the points that you raised. And by the way, it's not 3 canals that they were building. Like, it was a very stupid program. I'm so sorry to say that, but they were building 6 canals. 6 canals, and for a source, like, there was no water source, and they were building canals. So as soon as the reports came that the issue has aggravated, so the first thing what happened, they just abandoned the canal project. We don't know how much money was spent on that. So I don't want to deny the dirty role that Pakistani military has played. I don't want to deny that Pakistani military has produced generals who have used violence to prolong their rule, whether it was General Zia, who used Islam and Afghan jihad and produced a generation of jihadis who destroyed an entire generation in Pakistan. You come to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in Pakistan, from where I am coming from, and just go to my countryside and ask people how the society has been transformed. It is because of terrible policies that the general sitting in Rawalpindi adopted. So I don't want to deny that. I think that's
I
absolutely
have
right.
one more question, Mr. Khattak. One more question. The U.S. role. The FBI chief, Kash Patel, openly said, we side with India. The telephone call that Mr. Rubio had with the 2 governments, he didn't sound particularly antagonistic though, but Mr. Trump, in his previous comment, seemed sympathetic to India. So what do you see? How do you see India, the US role in this? And additionally, do you see Bangladesh could play an off-ramp role in negotiating between these 2 countries, India and Pakistan? So
Again, a
one thing about US role
fantastic
and an
question.
off-ramp for Bangladesh.
Yes. First, let me address the India, Pakistan, US, and US role in this scenario. First of all, if you look at Pakistan and the US relations, ever since the Afghan war, ever since this monster called Zia-ul-Haq ruled Pakistan, uh, Pakistan had a transactional relationship. Pakistan used its geography to promote its interests, which is fine, nothing wrong with that. Every country does that. If Pakistan did that, I don't see any issue with that. But what he did was he did not took it beyond that. Like, for example, in terms of technology, in terms of business, in terms of trade, he did not take it to the level where India took it. So India, and then also always in this world and every time, not since ancient times, big powers always go to good markets. India is a big market. India is one of the world's largest market. Whether you like it or not, why would an American president ignore India? They should rather not ignore India. India is a big power, and we should accept that. We should appreciate that. Why not? But the thing is that India is expected to play a responsible role as well. And that's where the criticism comes. Nothing wrong with everything that I said before. And then in terms of, since US has more influence over India, I I do have some of my own vlogging as well, and I said it this evening that in a war between India and Pakistan, the biggest loser will not be Pakistan, because Pakistan has been in a state of war since Soviets invaded Afghanistan. But India has not. India has not seen a real war. Mark my words. India has never seen a real war. Whether it was 1965 war, it did not go beyond the border areas, maybe for like 100 or 200 areas. If the war goes to Chennai, where Apple will be building its factories or Tesla will be building their cars, and if bombs and missiles start coming in there, then I will ask, who who will be the sane person who will go and invest there? So I think that an unstable region is not to the benefit of India. In fact, it is its biggest loss, because the international community will lose trusts at two levels. One, by staging this aggression, India achieved nothing. Yeah, like, what did they achieve? Nothing. 8 people dying, 3 or 4 mosques destroyed, and nothing else. Did anything change? Nothing. Did Pakistan collapse? Nothing. Did Pakistan lose any of its ability? No. Did Pakistan lose justification to respond to India? No. Rather, Pakistan got more justification to respond hard. Pakistan got more justification to go deeper into India, because this is the first time since 1971 that India has hit Pakistan so deep inside Pakistan. Never before India did that since 1971. So India has given justification that if India is accusing Pakistan of doing something which it has not proven, it has itself has failed to arrest the culprit so far. And don't you think that it gives Pakistan, I'm just saying, I don't want that Pakistan should be doing that,
Mr.
but I'm
Khattak,
just saying
we
it for the sake of,
understand that.
yeah.
What about an off ramp from Bangladesh negotiating?
Bangladesh has a very, the Bangladeshi position is very, very important. Bangladesh is very in a strong position, even though I think Bangladesh's relations with India itself is a bit tricky right now. There is a lot of discomfort in India since the exit of Sheikh Hasina. And, uh, and even last week, there was a Bangladeshi general, a retired major general, who had some commission as well. He is investigating that mutiny of, I think, June 9 or May 9. And he gave a statement that if India attacks Pakistan, Bangladesh should go for chicken neck and just occupy these northeastern states, which I don't think he meant it, but I think he was just alerting Indians that these are all possibilities. I am not, again, I want to clarify that I am not in favor of
Yeah.
occupation by any country, whether it's Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, or any country. It's nobody's right. We should respect each other. But at the same time, when you're looking at the geostrategic calculus, where every country, every state has very legitimate concerns and ambitions, both. Every state has ambitions, and nothing wrong with that. So I think Bangladesh is in a very interesting situation. Bangladesh is facing an increasingly hostile India, which does not trust the present government. India is trying to even though India is trying to improve its relations, but the bitterness is there. And that this retired
Yeah.
general's statement was in headlines. Believe in me, if you go and Google
We know.
Bangladeshi general's statement, you will
Yep.
see that.
Thank
So,
you.
Bangladesh can play a role if it tries to like offer some mediation, and
Yeah.
if India listens. Pakistan is always available. Pakistan is the one which is asking that, come on, we don't want war. But if you choose the option of war, then we will hit hard.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you,
Thanks so much.
Jehangir Khattak. Thank you for your time, and thank you for in-depth all the information. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.